You know what? 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 I don't care that AirPower is not coming out, and today I'm going to be talking about why it doesn't matter to me anymore. AirPower was announced over a year ago now, and every month, basically, every single keynote that went by, every single announcement, we kept thinking, AirPower's about to come out, AirPower's gonna come out, and it kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and we kept getting leaks and info that it has heating issues, they're running into being able to keep the thing cool while it's charging multiple devices, and they want to make sure that you can place your Apple Watch or your AirPods case on any part of the charge mat, and it was really, really cool because this was always what I wanted when it came to inductive charging, ever since the beginning, and I was always so devoted to making sure I participated in the portless challenge, so I never plugged anything in, and I've still followed true to that even to the iPhone XS Max a year after AirPower was announced. But here's some of the reasons that I think that while a lot of us get very, very upset and angry, where's AirPower? I want to know how much AirPower is. When is it coming out? Is it gone from the website? No. You can go to the AirPods section. It's still there. It used to have a special tab on the iPhone section. Now it's not there. But people flipped out again when the pamphlets and the instructions on the inside of the new iPhone said that you could place your phone on an AirPower charge mat, even though still not available, and even though they technically said it's coming out in 2018, I'm not buying it. Okay, hold on. By buying it, I mean, like, I don't think it's coming out in 2018. When it does come out, I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you that if it comes out, I should say specifically, I'll probably still get one because I'll be amazed at the miracle of its existence. But I'm just gonna make sure that you guys know that when I say I'm not gonna buy something, I mean it, so I follow true with what I say. But I don't really care if it never comes out, and here's why. I've been using Qi chargers all year, like I said, and what I've discovered is that vertical ones, ones that are standing upright, are so much more useful, especially with Face ID. What I love about them is that I can rest my phone on the Qi charger, tap the screen, and it's already pointed directly at my face, so it unlocks right away. I can read my notifications, I can swipe up, I can still use the phone as it's charging, whereas with all these Qi chargers out there that lay flat, while some of them may look more elegant than others, it's very uncomfortable to use a phone resting on a desk looking straight up at you, and in order to unlock it you have to kind of bow down to it and then start using it straight up and down. I don't think this is a comfortable way to use the phone. Horizontal Qi chargers really only make sense near your nightstand where you drop your phone when you go to sleep and you're not really using it, but we like charging our phones while we're using them. That's in fact why a lot of you will not partake in the portless challenge. I respect that, I get it, I know why it's more comfortable to charge the phone and be using it at the same time with the wire, but we can still do that as long as we keep using vertical Qi chargers, and AirPower is simply not that, and it goes beyond just the frustrations of not being able to use the phone very comfortably with the AirPower charge mat, because the AirPower mat is resting flat on a table, and on your desk you would not be able to use it very comfortably because you'd have to pick it up, unlock it with your face, and then set it back down. It stretches to the Apple Watch as well. Apple added Nightstand to the Apple Watch a long, long time ago. This is a very, very old traditional feature. I think they added in watchOS 2. We're at watchOS 5 now, and the fact still remains that if we all got AirPower, finally they released it. Yay, Apple figured out all the kinks. It's only $150, which you're all gonna complain about all over again because AirPower doesn't have a 1080p display, right? No, I get it. That's a 10-hour joke. Let's just move on. I like using my Apple Watch in nightstand mode. I use this little magnetic charge stand that Apple makes, which is really nice because it converts any old lightning cable. So you charge your iPad, you charge your iPhone with lightning. Well, you just get this little Apple Watch charging adapter. It plugs directly into lightning, and then it's adjustable. You can charge your watch flat if you want to. I don't know why, but obviously the magnetic charger stands upright, and then you let your watch rest on it. It turns into a nightstand, and then when you're sleeping at night, you wake up, you want to know what time it is. The Apple Watch accelerometer and gyroscope becomes super, super sensitive, and anytime you tap anything remotely near the Apple Watch, it will light up with a low power display and show you exactly what time it is. And with the Series 4, a fairly large display. It's a very decent nightstand. Works for alarms, so you can tap the digital crown and the contacts button and know exactly when you need to wake up and what time it is currently. So that charging accessory makes sense. AirPower pushes you back to the old times where you have to charge the watch straight flat up, and now your Apple Watch can't be used as a nightstand anymore. So while it was a cool idea to have AirPower where you can charge everything including AirPods, which we're still not sure if you have to buy the charging case separately or do you have to buy a whole nother pair of AirPods? Is it going to cost more, or is the non-wireless wireless charging AirPods going to cost less? We still don't know. So just waiting around all this time and whining about the fact that we can't charge all three of these inductively anymore, despite losing out on the functionality of vertical Qi charging stands, losing out on the functionality of nightstand mode with the Apple Watch. I'm sorry, the $150, if that's supposedly how much AirPower is going to cost, with Apple, it may end up costing $200, simply no longer seems that worth it to a lot of people. I know I just did a whole video on worth, right? But to me personally, I'm doing just fine with the portless challenge and using all the Qi chargers I have and using the Apple Watch charge stand as my nightstand. I'm honestly trying to find a functional use that I would have once AirPower comes out. Again, if it ever comes out. I'd be spending $150 to $200 to do something that I already kind of do, and I already do it fairly functionally. I don't really see how AirPower would be overly helpful in our day-to-day. So I'm seeing all your comments about rip AirPower, where's AirPower, hashtag wherePower. I understand it's confusing that Apple teased us with this new technology that's kind of been unmatched. You know, we've had things like the Samsung wireless charger Duo, which can charge two things at once, but not three. Either way though, that's way more affordable and at least you can buy it. I'm obviously not interested in it, but I'm just saying it's a lot of hype and it's a lot of anticipation we all have for something that in terms of innovation and in new technologies is kind of new and kind of interesting. But in everyday use, it really wouldn't save us all that much time. The only instance I could see AirPower being kind of helpful is when people go on business trips a lot and they're traveling all the time, because you would only have to bring one charger to charge everything. So AirPower, I think, would almost make more sense to integrate into hotel rooms, into nightstands, into places that people are staying all the time, or Starbucks or coffee shops or any kind of restaurant like that. Just have a little inductive charge mat in the table so that people can put their phones there while they're eating or working or doing business meetings, or if they have Apple Watches, they can charge them there, AirPods, they can charge them there. It makes more sense for people on the go, but for all of us who are mostly living and working in the same places every single day, just get the $20, $30 fast vertical Qi chargers out there. They're not that expensive and they work really, really well so that you can keep using your phone and continue to charge it inductively. And they charge pretty quick now too. The iPhone XS and XS Max support faster wireless charging, which I've definitely already noticed with my fast wireless chargers. And I'm all in on the vertical game because that means I can keep using the phone and I don't have to look down on it awkwardly. Face ID is perfect for the vertical stands and AirPower doesn't give in to that. AirPower seems like it'd be a step backwards. And while I'll admit it's impressive that you can put your Apple Watch or your AirPods on any part of it, it sounds like what we're hearing from behind the scenes is that it's like 22 individual tiny copper coils that are all working together. But that means that if you even attempt to charge two iPhones or three iPhones at the same time, the whole thing will get so incredibly hot. All of our fast wireless chargers now have to have fans built into them, and I don't think AirPower did, so I can see why they're having design holdbacks. And while I hear a lot of you complaining, it's really not worth it. AirPower is not going to be something you'll be so pumped and so excited for once it arrives, and once again, that is if it arrives. So I'm just gonna say I think it's dead. I think that in the next few months they're gonna end up canceling it, or they're going to have to drastically change the way it looks so that it has some form of cooling itself off. Maybe they have to make it thicker and have fans built in, but it was wrong of Apple to introduce it in 2017 and act like the release was just around the corner, because clearly it isn't. Clearly the rumors that Apple employees were using it on their desks were actually not true. The fact that it was close to getting an FCC approval rating, that wasn't true either. So let's just treat it as good as dead, okay? Let's just treat AirPower as it's a myth, it's a legend. It's not actually happening. It would have been cool, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really make that big a difference in our charging world. I even sold my AirPods several months ago in anticipation for the wireless charging AirPods to be right around the corner. And now that it's been a year and we still haven't got them, I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and get another pair of AirPods because I miss them, I want to use them, and I really don't care that if I buy AirPods now, I won't be able to charge them with a $200 mat, because there are accessories you can buy online on eBay for like 10 bucks. You can buy this accessory that's just a slightly thicker case for your AirPods that plugs into the lightning cable, and now it supports Qi. My friend Zaner, the editor, has already used this. It cost him, yes, exactly about $11 on eBay, shipped to him in 2 weeks. Everything Apple Pro did a video on it, and now, yeah, you can just drop his AirPods on any Qi charger, and it works. $11, that's it. I really hope AirPower comes out someday, but I'm not going to stress over it. I'm not going to prep for it anymore. I used to tell a lot of you guys not to buy certain things in anticipation for AirPower. To that, I apologize. I genuinely did think the release was right around the corner, but from here on out, I'm just calling it dead. It's not being released. I've lost all hope, and this is the time when AirPower gets launched a day after this video comes out. Very funny, Apple. Very funny. God, you know, thanks for the notch. It's hilarious. hilarious. Let me know what you guys think of AirPower being dead down in the comments below. This is your Apple Sheep here. I'll see you in the next one.